Well, season's starting to wind down. The question is now, can Gentry continue getting those AFC Player of the Weeks? Steelers have gotten them 10 weeks in a row. Can they make it 11? That's the question. And how far can Deshaun Watson continue to climb in the last later days of his career? I mean, I thought he was done after the injury last season, but nope, 3 NFC Player of the Weeks, 2 back to back.
Hello again, everybody. It is the coach. You're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So with that, let's get you up to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Bowman over the middle to Beckham. The numbers for Beckham in last week's effort. 4 catches, 60 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Now a look at the defensive starters here for the Steelers. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the gun, Bowman. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Gentry has not stopped slaying. Just after a really bad rush, turns around and just bulldozes. Look at him. Just burns his way to the end zone. What a play. He's 2,026 rushing yards on the year, and he's played like 2/3 of it, or 3/4 of it. Cannot be stopped.
Great start, a second straight week.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra
Crossing the
point,
2,000-yard threshold.
Score 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and a long run there in the end to top it off. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
3-19.
So one quarter in the books here on Christmas Eve. And they've got it here with a first down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McKinney. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll look to throw, and that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he spins past him and into space. And he's taken down inside the 30.
And even when in trouble,
picking up 15 yards
Russ
there
Gentry
on the
can't
first
be
down.
stopped.
Another fine
About
carry from
halftime.
the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Right back to him on first down. Fighting ahead at the 15. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down.
And we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
On the run, it's Bush. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here this first half. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete
Man,
as well.
Deshaun Watson is
Seems
not
like
having a
this
good week
defense,
so
especially
far.
the
All that
secondary, has
hyping up
really been
failed.
contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking. It's still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On 1st and 10, Bowman. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, Bowman. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. Bowman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And once more. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's in a zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A final shot before break. Bowman. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
What an
Picked
interception.
off at the 20. And his
Well
guys
done.
are going to
Now
take
stop.
over at the 21-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And at this point, they trail the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Chiefs trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter